I am Dave 6000, the ship's computer. This is our inbuilt flight simulator. I will take you through the basics of controlling your camera views, flying the ship, and if you want to, basic combat. Good. You can see any angle like this from outside the ship. There. We call this first-person view. Don't ask me why. Now, let's try flying this thing. Press the spacebar to fire the thrusters and propel us forward. Are you still alive? Excellent. Now, let's try steering. This is useful to minimize the number of fatal crashes we make. Next, let's try locking the thrusters on. This maximizes the impact during a crash by continually accelerating the ship. It can also be useful for escaping certain death in combat or flying over mountains. Hold down left shift and press space to lock thrusters on. You can combine this with gravity anchor off to pick up a lot of speed. Here he is. Let's get within 5,000 meters. That's the maximum effective range of our axial laser. And his. Okay, now aim at him. Great. What a mess. I love watching bits of target drones spin gracefully into the ground. If only this was for real. Anyway, to complete this simulation, you need to leave this planet's atmosphere. Point us up and fly out to 100 kilometers of altitude. This will get us out of all this atmosphere, which is slowing us down. Thrust lock and turning the gravity anchor off will make this a lot easier. Remember, shift space for thrust lock and left alt to turn gravity anchor on or off.
transport. Is there anybody left out there? This is a distress call from the SS Archimedes. We need transport. Repeat, we need transport.
My son and I were trying to get home to Ceres. Can you take us home? Thanks. There are people starving in the streets down there on Vulcan. I need to get home to my grain farms and see what I can harvest before any more of them die. Thanks. Here's 10 tons of grain for your troubles. If you take it to Vulcan, they'll fetch an unusually high price in the market and save lives. Those people need our help. Well done. You've reduced the starvation on Vulcan. I don't have any more grain harvested yet, but you can buy more from Ceres, back on Andromeda Space Station. Ceres mostly produces grain, so you can usually get it cheaper than anywhere else here. If you take more to Vulcan, it will keep fetching a high price until people stop starving. A few more trips should do it. Well done. The food riots are over, but malnutrition still affects Vulcan. The price of grain is back to normal, a more modest profit if you continue shipping it there. Oh, and if you're going out that way, could you take my ranch boss, Ian Whitaker, back to Apollo? It's about time my cattle ranches started producing again. Oh, and if you're after more of a challenge, I may have something for you. Thanks. We'll have enough beef to wallpaper your ship in no time. Can you take these seeds to Ubertus? I have an agent there buying land, and will establish some farms. The people there need work, and we have 8 planets to feed. Hey, thanks. Can you pick up some mining robots from Vulcan? I need 10 units on Ceres, 10 on Apollo, and 10 to Ubertus. There are children here dying of the lung plague, and we can't stop it without getting our medical station back online. We need some pure silicon to get our medical station up and running again. You should be able to purify some by mining almost any asteroid. Thank you. This will save lives. There are children here dying of the lung plague. We need 5 tons of pure oxygen to keep our medical station running. Can you harvest some for us?
Okay, so I need to stay here and get these farms running properly, but I'm very worried about my family. We were scattered all over the place when everything crashed, and folks are only just now starting to move around again. Can you look for my daughter, Jessica? The last rumor I had, she was working in a bar in a space station near Ubertus.
Going home to live on a grain farm with wheat and barley? I have friends here, man, and we're moving to Deep Six. You haven't heard of Deep Six? It's a space station in deep space. All the artists and bands moved there during the crash, and now it's like one giant party. Anyway, I gotta go. Tell Mom I love her and I'll be okay.
6? That old derelict is still running? Oh no. Wow, I'm gonna need you to find a way to get to Deep 6 and convince her to leave. Don't ask me how, I'm the last person she'd ever listen to. And no, I don't know where Deep 6 is. You'll have to ask around.